All right, welcome into today's free training. This presentation is going to be all about your clearest first step to earning online, even if you've never sold a thing before in the past. You're going to learn the same simple system that regular people are using right now to build extra income streams without quitting their job. Yet, and I stress the yet there, we'll touch upon that in just a little bit. And the best part about this free training is I have absolutely nothing to sell you. I am here to give this information and present it in a clear, digestible way so that you can make an informed decision about this whole digital marketing world that we are in right now and give you complete clarity to see if it's something that you actually want to pursue. So let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? Or the rooster in this case. Okay. You may hear roosters crowing throughout this presentation. They like to hang out right outside of my office. And when I get loud and talking and excited, they like to crow at me, which is kind of fun, kind of unique. But who am I? Okay. I have been contracted to help you. Okay. So that you can understand how so many people are making money and not just pitch you a course. Okay. I want you to understand all of this. So, again, that you can make an informed decision about what you want to do so you can get the no BS education that I wish I had when I started. I want you to be able to choose the right opportunity for you. Okay. There's hundreds, if not thousands, of different side hustles and business opportunities out there. I want you to be able to choose the one that is right for you. Now, who am I? My name is Josh Smith, aka the Dadtrepreneur. I am a full-time online business owner. I used to hand cut coffee paper filters for $11.25 an hour and live in the in-laws basement. I use these digital skills that I'm about to talk to you about to earn 3 raises in 2 years, doubling my full-time salary and becoming a full-time digital marketer since September of 2022. I got started back in January of 2020 when the world shut down. In just 2 short years, I was able to retire my wife, quit my full time job forever. And here we are living our dream life on our homestead with the roosters crowing in the background. Okay. But this is not about me. This presentation is all about you. This presentation is for anyone who wants to make money online, but they're not sure where to begin. Maybe you've thought about making money online, but didn't know where to start. You want a simple, proven model without inventing or creating your own products or having to build extravagant things and hire a team and all that stuff. This is for anybody who has seen people making money online, but they're still confused about how it all works. They're not sure who to believe, what's real, what's fake, or maybe you've even purchased some sort of digital marketing course in the past and you were left with 187 modules to learn and no real guidance or clear path to where to go. So now you are left stuck, more confused than when you started. Okay, that's who this is for. Let's dive in. Okay, I want to tell you a quick story before we get to the meat of all this. Okay, from organic strawberry dreams to millions online. A couple of years ago, I came across a woman on social media. She was a busy stay at home mom. We've all heard the stories before, right? But her story really stuck out to me because not only was she promoting the same product that I was promoting at that time, but she was doing it really successfully. And she had a story that really stuck out to me. She was raising her babies and she just wanted to earn a little bit of extra income so that she could go to the store and buy organic strawberries, right? Rather than, spending $3 on the regular strawberries, she wanted to spend the 7.50 on the organic strawberries and not have to worry about the price difference. So what did she do? She dove in head first. She learned all of this information, but more importantly, took action on what she was learning in just her first years, she was able to make $2 million. So when I say that regular, everyday people just like you and me, we can go out there as complete beginners without any prior experience, execute on what I'm about to tell you, and we can make millions. I truly believe that anybody can do that. Here's the facts. If you want freedom, you have to kill the 9 to 5 mentality and start a business. There's no way around it. Now, in the past, traditional businesses required a lot of time, investment, capital. You'd have to go to college, spend a couple hundred grand on an MBA, graduate in 6 to 8 years, hundreds of thousands of dollars in debt, and then you'd have to go write up a big, extravagant business plan and present it to the banks and hope they give you a massive loan. And then you'd have to find a location and hire a team and get inventory and all this stuff, right? So either you had to be somebody special who came from a lot of money and you had investment capital to get started, or you had to spend years of your life and hundreds of thousands of dollars to invest in a degree to learn how to build a business. And then eventually it might pay you back down the road, or you're going to spend the first few years of your business trying to claw and dig out of debt because you had to go hundreds of thousands in debt to start your business, right? So that's traditional business. But the cool part about today's world is we live in a digital world where those same opportunities that were once only available to the select few are now available to everybody, right? That's why I call myself the dadtrepreneur, and it's spelled N-E-W, right? Most people think that's because I can't spell dadtrepreneur, and let's be honest, I can't really spell entrepreneur. So, but that's not the reason. I put N-E-W in there because we truly live in a new day and age where these new opportunities are available to everybody and anybody who is willing to learn and pursue them. Okay. So we know traditional business requires a lot of time, a lot of resources, and for you to be full time invested. Sometimes you're going to have to work 80, 90 hours a week in traditional business. So enter in online business, right? In the traditional way that people ran online businesses up until about 5 or 6 years ago was through an agency model, right? Where we can help other businesses with specific services. However, for most regular people with busy schedules and real responsibilities, we don't have time. We're working full time jobs, we're taking care of kids, we don't have time to run an agency, right? Because agencies still require a lot of time and they require a lot of money. Now, you can make a good amount of money very quickly with way less overhead compared to the traditional models. But for busy people with real responsibilities, it's not quite what we need to get started as beginners. Okay. So, enter in coaching. Coaching is a very valuable way to monetize the skill sets that you may already have and to help people and to make an impact. Now, coaching, you can make lots of money really quickly. However, you are going to spend all day long helping your clients, and you are going to be kicking and scratching and clawing to just get your first client. And then you're going to have to rely on that client's results in order to attract new clients to show that you are credible. Okay, so we know that traditional forms of business, they require a lot of inventory, hiring team, lots of startup capital. The agency, it's going to require still lots of time and money to get started. Coaching is great, but it's going to require you to spend a lot of time still, like all day long, glued to your phone, helping your clients in order to get that first client. And then it can kind of snowball from there. So, what is somebody with limited experience or no experience supposed to do? How can you capitalize off of this business mentality and truly start to create something where you don't have to trade time for a paycheck, right? The good news, there is one business model designed to start as a side hustle and then scale over time to a full-time income that can allow you to leave your current job, which is exactly what I did. I spent 2 years doing this side hustle while at my job. And that's not to say that you can't get to a point where you could leave sooner. I replaced my full time income in that first year. I made $100,000 in only 8 months. I could have left my job, but I stayed for about 2 years. And then when I was finally ready and fully committed to leaving and doing this full time, that's when I left. Okay. So the business model is digital and affiliate marketing, okay, where we are promoting digital products, where we are posting out on social media. We are attracting people out on social media for free and promoting products that either we like and use personally, or we're simply making recommendations to other people's products, right? And we're going to dive into why this model scales so well and a lot of the benefits here so you can start to understand. Now, let's take a look at why digital products, digital marketing, affiliate marketing scales faster and easier for beginners. Okay. It is the ultimate side hustle. And for a busy person with real responsibilities and limited time, you're going to see exactly why this is the best. So, if you are going to create your own products, right? Yeah, you can get started today as an affiliate or digital marketer, right? Because we can leverage other people's products or services because that's what the majority of digital marketers are doing. And that's what every affiliate is doing. That is the literal definition of affiliate marketing. You are promoting other people's products or services for a commission. So you can start today, right now. Every other business, it's going to take you 6 weeks. And that is an aggressive time frame, right? If you really want to develop a high quality product and do market research and do all those things, it's probably going to take you months on end to truly come up with a winning product, right? And every other business, it's going to take you a lot longer to get started. When it comes to product creation with digital and affiliate marketing, you can start today. Now, there are certain things that no matter what business model you choose, you are going to have to allocate your time towards marketing, right? It doesn't matter what business model you have, okay? If we're not marketing our business and there's no eyeballs to our products or services, there's no way for us to make money. So the cool part about every other business model, right? You can spend 100% of your time on the marketing. Same thing with affiliate and digital marketing. But now there are also other aspects of running a business, right? There's sales, there's fulfillment, there's customer service. So as we start to expand into doing these other things, we now have to cut time from marketing if we're doing another business. So now let's say we cut our time back, we spend 80% doing marketing, 20% doing sales. Okay, we're starting to get a little bit stretched and we can't focus on the one thing anymore. Well, with digital and affiliate marketing, all of the sales is done for you. So we can still spend 100% of our time doing the one thing, the marketing. That's going to drive the results in your business. We can spend 100% of our time there. Now, let's take this a step further. With digital and affiliate marketing, you don't handle any of the product fulfillment, the automated systems, the other businesses' products or services. The fulfillment is all handled by them, allowing you to still have that singular focus and focus on the one thing that will drive results, which is the marketing. Every other business now, you're going to have to spend 30% of your time doing the fulfillment, which cuts your original time focusing on the marketing now down to 50%, 20% on the sales, 30% on the fulfillment. Then we get to customer service, right? You have to provide high quality customer support. Otherwise, your product is not going to last very long. As soon as the word gets out there that you don't have good customer service, people will stop buying from you. So now you got to spend 10% of your time on customer service, 30% of your time on fulfillment, 20% of your time on sales, and only 40% on marketing, which is the real thing that will drive the results. Again, why digital marketing and affiliate marketing scales so fast for complete beginners is because it allows you to have that singular focus where you can focus on one thing. And you know, every day, if you show up, you follow the plan, you focus on the one thing, you keep those blinders on, have that singular focus, you can drive the results because all the other aspects are done for you. Now, I know what you're probably going to say. Well, Josh, real business owners, entrepreneurs, they delegate, right? Which is true. But you're most likely, as a beginner wanting to do this as a side hustle, you don't have time to delegate responsibility and you don't have the resources to delegate the responsibility and you don't have the ability to manage it. I'm sorry, but if you're watching this video right now, you're a busy person, okay? You're looking to start some sort of side income or side hustle to get you out of your current situation. You're not going to have the resources available or the bandwidth to manage all of these things or be able to delegate them. Okay. So, this is why affiliate and digital marketing scales so quickly for complete beginners. And in today's world, some offers pay 30% to 100% of the sale price. So, what this means, have the singular focus, focus only on the marketing, and you can collect commissions or sales up to 100% of the sale price. Okay. Now, you might be thinking, like, why would these companies offer you 100%? Because you got to know the difference between physical products and digital products. And we're going to dive into some examples here. But the main thing to understand is physical products, because there are so many costs that go into it, like manufacturing, shipping, storage, all those things go into it. So that eats away at the total profit of each sale. Now, I used to be in the coffee industry. We manufactured products. So when we sold $100 product, there might be $60 of costs that go into that. So then we would profit $40, right? Where digital products, they can pay you 100% commissions because the product is created one time and there is no ongoing costs to fulfill it. So let's just take a look. If you were to pursue something like TikTok Shop affiliate or Amazon reviewer program, right? They're very popular. You are promoting physical products. And here are the commission rates, right? You got luxury and beauty, right? 10%, that pays the highest. But the reality is, most people are not searching for luxury products on Amazon. If they're going to buy luxury products, they're going to go to a luxury store. So immediately, we're probably going to cut out that 10%. And the best you can do is 5% with physical products over on Amazon. Now, to prove to you that I'm not just like full of crap and saying a whole bunch of stuff, like, this is a screenshot from behind the scenes of my Amazon reviewer account. And you can see I used to be in the coffee industry, right? So I promoted a lot of coffee related products in my brief time in the Amazon reviewer program. And you're going to find out why I quit almost as fast as you can say the word please, the line, please don't pursue the Amazon reviewer program. Okay. You can see right here, the highest priced product that I ever made a sale on was $679.95. Okay. Great. That seems like, well, a great sale. And if you're earning 30% commissions or 100% commissions, that's awesome. But as you can see, when I move this arrow over here, I earned $15 on that sale. That's pretty measly compared to the amount of the actual price. And again, because it is a physical product and there's so much that goes into creating that product and fulfilling it for the end customer, they can only pay very limited commissions to people like me who want to promote their products. And you can see this is the dadtrepreneur at gmail.com. That is my Amazon account. And you can see from my brief time doing this, I believe I started in January, early January of 2023. I thought I wanted to do this as an additional side income. And you can see my income for 30 days from the end of February to the end of March. I made $71.34 in commissions. I had a decent conversion rate. You can see down here, 7.75. You can see the total of the number of items shipped, $3,070.29. And I earned a whopping $71.34. Just think about that for a minute. Even if I could earn 10% commissions on all of that, I would have made $300 in a month. Now, with digital products and information style products, you can earn a 50% commission. That would be $1,500. I don't know about you, but for most people in the situation that you are currently in, $1,500 for a 50% commission would be life changing. And what would you do with an additional $1,500 every single month? Okay. So you can see very, very quickly why I decided to quit the Amazon reviewer program almost as fast as I got started. Now, I know a lot of you will say, well, Josh, if you would have kept doing it and building it up over time, you would have made more money, which is true. I would have. But I also would have been competing with every other person on these platforms, right? There's only so many views that you could possibly get on these products when there's thousands of people creating reviews on the exact same product. So this is the type of business model that if you don't get in early, you really miss out on the main part of the opportunity. Okay. Where digital and affiliate marketing, there is always items to be sold. There's never competition. It is never saturated. Okay. Because think about it like this, right? If you are fishing in New York off the coast on the East Coast, you're not competing with fishermen who are fishing off the coast of California, right? You're not competing for the same fish, which that's exactly what digital and affiliate marketing is like. You are fishing in completely different ponds for your fish. Where if you are on the Amazon reviewer program, it is one specific platform, it is one specific product, and there are thousands of people creating review videos trying to rank on that product to get that product sold so that you can earn a commission. It would be like coming to Wyoming, where I am, going to a lake in the middle of Wyoming and having 1,000 people fishing in that lake for the same fish. Okay. So again, you can see why I gave that up very quickly. Now, here's a little bit more about why digital products are so good for beginners and can scale so quickly. Because with digital products, you get a bigger piece of the pie. Now, this is the commission chart from a company that I promoted for the first 2.5, 3-ish years of my journey. And we did $2 million in sales together. Me and this company, it was responsible for my first 7 figures in online earnings completely as an affiliate. Did not have my own products. I promoted this digital education company and I earned $1,000 commissions. You can see the breakdown of their pro commission plan, which is what I was on, right? You could earn up to almost $5,000 per sale, which is absolutely crazy to think about. Okay. The price of the products over here on the left, the main one that people would sell is this $2,500 one time the business blueprints is what they called it. Okay. You would earn a $1,000 commission on it. This is where myself, along with hundreds of other regular people just like you who were looking for side hustles to quit their full time job, you could just think about it. How many sales do you need in a month to replace your current income? Well, if you hit the average in America, it's about 5,000 a month, right? Well, 5 sales and you've replaced your full-time income. If you're selling a $100 physical product for a $3 commission, it's going to require a heck of a lot more sales for you to see any meaningful progress and make a full-time living online. Okay. So let me ask you this. Do you want to do what you want to do? Or do you want to shift and start to develop that real business entrepreneur mindset and ideals and do what makes the real money? Okay. Do you want to follow the trends and try and fit in and blend in with the crowd? Or do you want to do what makes real money? And more importantly, what can be sustained to make you real money for the long term? Here's your success shortcut. And this is all about killing two birds with one stone, right? The two birds with one stone approach that accelerates results. Now, here's a quote that has stuck with me for a long, long time. I've heard it from multiple people, and most importantly, from one of my recent mentors and a guy that I've really trusted in this space for the 5.5 years that I've been here. He's been one of the good people in the industry. He says, "You're not in the business you are in." Okay. Hang with me here. You're not in the business you are in. You are in the business of marketing the business that you are in. And that's why that chart earlier was so important. If you can spend 100% of your time and the only thing you had to focus on was the marketing, well, you drive a heck of a lot more results than stretching yourself thin, having to do it all on your own. And to highlight this example, we like to use the plumber. The plumber is not a plumber until he markets his business and he gets plumber work, right? Until he actually gets somebody to exchange money for his plumber services, he's just a guy with tools, right? You can have all the tools in the world. You can have amazing knowledge and go to school and a fancy degree and all the tools in your back pocket. But if nobody actually hires you to do the work, you're not a plumber. You're just a guy with tools and dreams to be a plumber. Okay. You're not in the business you are in. You are in the business of marketing the business you are in. And as soon as you can grasp that, the better off you're going to be. And the soonest, excuse me, you can focus on spending 100% of your time on the marketing, the better off you're going to be. So let's put this into kind of a real life example here, okay? And give you some of the proof that every beginner should start by becoming an affiliate for a digital marketing course, either as an affiliate or a resell rights course reseller. Okay. This is AJ Rants. AJ is somebody who I developed a relationship with. I won't say we're like best friends or we know each other really well, but we've gone back and forth because back in 2020, maybe 2021, don't quote me on this, but it was in the beginning stages of my journey. We were both promoting products for that same company. The chart I just showed you about their commission structure and how I made 2 million in online sales together with that company. AJ was also promoting this company, and it's a digital education company. That taught you the real transferable digital marketing skills that allow you to go out there and market whatever business model you want. So AJ had made about $30,000 or $40,000 with the program, and I was seeing his name pretty regularly for high ticket commission callouts. We had some conversations, and pretty quickly, AJ decided that he wanted to move on to something else, right? Which is a huge benefit of learning these digital marketing skills the right way. Because not only did he make 40 grand with that same company as an affiliate, while he was doing that, he was earning, but he was also learning the skills. And when he was ready, he went out there and created his own product here. They were called cocktail cards, right? Basically, they were the deck of cards. It showed what the drink was, a margarita, a martini, whatever it was. It gave you the recipe. And then it had a QR code where you could scan the QR code and it would take you to a video of AJ actually making those drinks. So it was a really creative, awesome product and idea. And AJ was passionate about bartending. And when the world shut down in 2020, he wanted to show people how to make drinks from home. Okay. And eventually, his cocktail cards got so popular and his videos got so popular on social media that he ended up on, I believe it's Access Hollywood. That's the host, one of the hosts of the show in this picture with AJ. They loved what he was doing so much that they brought him on the show and he got to make drinks and talk about his product live on one of these big time broadcast network shows. So I say all that to say this: if AJ never started with the digital education company and the digital marketing course to learn the skills and earn in the meantime, AJ might have never got to truly fulfill his passion. Okay. And to illustrate this point even further, when I first started, everybody always wonders why it took me from 2020 to September of 2022 to actually quit my full time job. Well, because while I was learning these digital skills and earning from my side hustle as an affiliate promoting that same course as AJ, I was utilizing the skills that I was learning and I brought them to my company. So what happened? I earned those 3 raises in 2 years that doubled my salary. So not only was I making money from my side hustle, I was also making extra money at my current job because of these skills. So when I talk about digital marketing courses are the best place to start because you can earn while you learn, the earning part is great, but the learning part is the most important because you're learning real transferable skills that you can use in your current situation and to build a side hustle that will eventually help you to leave that situation. And if you want to go off and create your version of the cocktail cards or whatever your passion might be, use your side income, learn these skills to fuel that passion, and eventually you can transition into that. Now, I think for me personally, and guys like AJ and other people that you see out there, we fall in love with this style of business and we share it with as many people as possible because not only can you make money, but it actually feels good with what you're doing because you're helping people change their lives. You are actually helping people change their lives by giving them digital education. They now have the tools and they are equipped with the skills to go out and change their lives like I did, like AJ did. Okay. You wouldn't feel bad about talking a kid into staying in school, would you? Think about it like that. Okay. Everybody tells kids all the time, stay in school, get good grades, do the right things, right? Feels good because you're actually helping people who are ready to change their lives. You're equipping them with the tools, the skills, and the speed to be able to launch in an efficient way where they can spend 100% of their time focusing on one thing that will drive the results. So the next thing I want to talk to you about is the low ticket myth in the high ticket reality. Okay. And we touched upon this a little bit, talking about the differences between physical products and digital products. Okay. But do you want to make more sales or do you want to make more money? Think about it. There are people screaming from the rooftops at you that say, just create a simple PDF product, list it for $37 and sell it 287 times and you'll make $15,000 in a month. I don't know what the posts are out on social media these days, but we've all seen them, right? Use ChatGPT and Canva, create a guide, sell it X amount of times, blah, 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 blah. Do you want to make 40% on a $50 product and earn $20? Or would you rather make 40% on a $2,500 product and make $1,000? The real key to scaling your business as a beginner who is treating this as a side hustle, the real key is not selling a low ticket product hundreds of times a day. It's just getting 5, 10 sales a month. That's it. You want to hit the golden mark. Everybody wants to make $10,000 a month online. Well, promote a $2,500 product where you get a 40% commission and you earn $1,000 per sale. That's 10 sales in a month. 10 sales in a month is a lot more realistic than selling some low ticket product that people may or may not actually want for $50 and earning a $20 commission on it and having to sell, I don't even know what the math on that is, 500 of them a month to earn 10,000, right? Check my math there. But you get the point, right? So the perception is that you're going to generate hundreds of thousands, if not millions of views, and everybody's going to want to buy your thing. But that's not the reality. Only a handful of people are going to want to buy your thing. But all it takes is a handful of the right people, and you could be earning a full time living online with a high ticket product. Okay. So, how does this work? How does it work? And what you might be saying before we even get into how this works, you might be saying, well, what products are out there? How can I find products? Hang with me because it's a lot simpler to find products that pay those high ticket commissions than you would think. Okay, so how does it work? Well, it's simple. All you have to do is act. Okay, now this is marketers, we love acronyms like this. Okay, it gives you a great thing to remember, a point of reference on what you should be doing and focusing on. Okay, so let's take you from confusion to complete clarity. And we'll break this down step by step. No hype, no complicated tech, no ridiculous false promises, just the simple process that regular people are using right now. Okay, you ready to dive in? Let's do it. So, A stands for attraction, right? It's simple. All you have to do is act. The first letter of this acronym, A, is attraction. Now, there's two ways traditionally to be able to do this: the old way versus the new way, and the free way, right? Free is always better because the old way is where you paid, right? This is a screenshot over here on the left side of a newspaper, right? In the newspaper, what happened? You got to be, reading through your newspaper, looking for whatever the thing is, checking the stock market, whatever's going on. And then in the middle of all that text that you're trying to read, there's a big, bold picture, right? It's called an advertisement. Okay. Advertisements are not free, right? They try to interrupt what is going on, but in order to interrupt what's going on, you have to pay for that advertisement. Even in today's world with social media, right? We still have advertisements. You're scrolling your social media feed, looking to be entertained on the TikTok, and all of a sudden something pops up and it says promotion, right? Or advertisement or whatever it says, right? But it interrupts the pattern of what you're doing. Somebody had to pay to get that advertisement in front of you. In today's world, the new age, the digital age that we live in, because you're an entrepreneur who knows how to spell entrepreneur, you just use the NEW instead because it's a fun little play on words, right? In the new way, we use free traffic out on social media rather than paying for that advertisement to be interrupted. Now we can post for free out on social media with things like Instagram Reels and TikTok and YouTube Short and Facebook Reels. And now when people are scrolling, our content, our videos that we post get put in front of them without us having to pay, right? This is how we attract people. And when you hang with me and stick through what I'm about to teach you, you're going to understand that attraction can be way simpler and way easier than everybody out there is making it. It's simple. All you have to do is act. A stands for attraction. Now, here's the key to attract people that nobody is telling you about. And all these big influencers that you see with hundreds of thousands or millions of followers, and it seems like all they're doing is selling and screaming from the rooftop, buy my thing, buy my thing, buy my thing. Let's be honest, you're never going to be able to compete with them. So instead of doing that and trying to sell everybody while everybody's zigging, you zag. Do the opposite. Don't sell, attract. And here's exactly how you do it: you make short posts that spark curiosity about the opportunity. You can do this by sharing your stories, your why, right? Like the organic strawberry story from earlier. Talk about why you're doing what you're doing and how somebody else in a similar situation can do it too. Document the process of what you're doing and simply share it with other people. Your goal isn't to be a guru and an expert and have to compete with the gurus and the expert. Your goal is to be what I call the reluctant hero, somebody who doesn't have it all figured out, but you're sharing every step of the process along the way so that when you do figure it out, your people can figure it out alongside you. Okay. So focus on posting content that opens the door, not pushes people through, just opens the door and allows the viewer's imagination to walk through it. Okay, you can use what we call the LDT formula and create a natural path. Okay, I'm going to show you what the LDT formula is. Yes, another acronym within inside our acronym. Okay, LDT, excuse me, formula for digital and affiliate marketers looks like this. Okay, again, you don't have to be an expert. You are simply creating a little scroll hole for your viewers that leads to the purchase of a course that you are marketing. LDT stands for learn, do, teach. But before we dive into the finer details of learn, do, teach, I want to highlight with an example of what this scroll hole really looks like, right? Here's a screenshot of YouTube, and on the screen, we searched for the forgotten empires of Central Asia, right? So people are usually on social media for one of two reasons. They're either looking for tutorials on something or they're looking to be entertained. They've got a pattern of things that they are actually looking for, right? And occasionally we come across a scroll hole like this. Like if you come across the lost Greek cities of Central Asia or the forgotten empires of Central Asia or the Kola dynasty, you're gonna be like, what the crap is this? And you might be interested in looking at it. And the next thing you know, you're an expert on the Kola dynasty and you have no idea even what you were doing in the first place and why you got there. Okay, that is a scroll hole. And what any beginner can do to interrupt somebody's scroll out on social media and turn them into viewers of what you were talking about. Honestly, that's probably how a lot of you found your way to this training. Whoever sent you to this training had a nice little video that sent you down a scroll hole, and you now ended up in their ecosystem learning about digital and affiliate marketing. Now, before we dive into the C, which stands for collection, let me backtrack here for just a minute and talk about learn, do, teach a little bit more. This is one of the most powerful things that you can focus on as a beginner in digital and affiliate marketing simply because it does multiple things for you. Okay. The idea of learning something every single day related to your business model, right? So, say you're going through a digital marketing course and you want to promote that course to other people to earn $1,000 commissions. Well, you're learning all the material for yourself already, right? So you're learning. Now, if you understand and think like a strategic entrepreneur and somebody who's going to get results in this style of business, you're not just going to sit in a classroom forever, right? You're actually going to do the thing that you were learning. Okay. So, on top of that, now we add the T, which stands for teach. You're going to learn the thing, you're going to do it yourself. And then while it's fresh in your mind, you are going to reteach that to other people out on social media. But you're not going to go into the finer details and the technical side of things because you don't want to scare people off. But you're going to teach from the perspective that you're simply sharing a high level overview of the things that you are learning. Now you can create more meaningful content for people to know, like, and trust you because you can share the lessons, right? When you're reteaching a concept, share the lessons that you learned about that concept. What did you like about it? What didn't make sense? Did you wish it was explained in a slightly different way that you can now communicate to your audience in a better way? Okay. What is your big takeaway from that lesson? When you were doing it in your own life, what roadblocks did you run into? That's one of the most powerful things that you can do. Everybody wants to share their wins. Well, share your losses, share the roadblocks, and more importantly, how you overcame that roadblock so you can save somebody else from the heartache and the pain of running into that roadblock themselves. This is how you build trust the simple way out on social media. Okay. So that's learn, do, teach. We attract people through learn, do, teach. And next, C, back to our ACT acronym. Okay. And you can just see how much we like acronyms here. And I think it's just really important to share it in acronyms because it's a way that you will remember and that you have a point of reference to see what's possible. Okay. Because that's what this is all about, right? I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm here to give you a clear picture, show you what's possible, show you how powerful all of this is so you can have a clear understanding and make an informed decision on what you want to do. And hopefully you have so much clarity that you're like, I can see myself doing this, and you're ready to go out there and start doing it. Okay. So, collection. This is the C in ACT. It's simple. All you have to do is act. C is for collection. Now, here's what this means. We have attracted people. Now we have to collect people, get them into our collection system, if you will. And the best way to look at this is this big, bold icon right here for email, right? You always wonder why you go to a free presentation like this or some sort of other training, or somebody promises you something and you got to put in your email first. Well, because when you're doing digital marketing the right way, we collect email addresses. Well, why? Because email is the most powerful way to follow up with people who are interested in what you're doing. Rather than relying on them to constantly come across your content on social media when they are bombarded with endless people doing similar things, they come across our content, they're interested in what we're doing. Now we get their email address. Okay. That way we can contact them anytime off of social media. Because, see, the real goal here, everybody wants you to think that growing a following and getting views, it's all great. But again, do you want to get views, or do you want to do the thing that makes money? The real goal of social media is to get people off of social media and into your ecosystem or your collection system. Okay. So we want to collect their email, or we want to get them in a Facebook group, or in today's world with the rise of school platforms, we want to get them into a school community. And the way that we do the collection is by offering some sort of free gift, like this presentation or a free course or a free community, or a PDF, a training, an ebook, something that creates curiosity and gets them more interested into what it is that we are doing. Okay. So you can promise a future presentation like this. Hey, sign up for my free thing, and on the 10th of this month, I'm going to go live at 7 p.m. and I'm going to show you exactly how it all works. Right? Affiliate webinars, that's a really popular way. As an affiliate, lots of times these course creators will do a co-presentation with you in order to help you better market their product so that you both earn more money, right? Again, a community, the whole goal is that we are promising something for free so that we can collect their email address. So now we have the ability to contact them off of social media. And here's what it looks like, the little phone screen here, okay? You might be seeing lots of this out on social media. People like me, people like whoever referred you to this video, we're always saying comment ready to learn more, comment ready for my free thing. We call this a lead magnet, okay? All these things are called lead magnets. Comment learn or comment ready to learn more. And you see all these people show up, probably similar. Again, I actually practice what I preach. I'm trying to give you complete clarity on it. Okay, you probably found your way here from either myself or somebody else who contracted me to make this video because you commented ready, or you commented guide, or you commented learn. Okay, and then what happened is there's a software that we link in Instagram. It's called ManyChat. It's an automated software that when people comment that specific word, like ready, we can automate the process of delivering that free gift directly to somebody's inbox on Instagram. Again, that's probably most likely how you found your way here. You were interested, you went down a scroll hole, you were interested in what that video was, you read through it, you watched it, whatever it was, and then somebody told you to comment ready to learn more or to get this free presentation. You commented ready. They sent you a message, an automated message, because ManyChat does it all for you. Again, work smarter, not harder, as a busy person who's trying to build a side hustle. So we leverage ManyChat, sent that directly to your inbox. And what did you do? You clicked the link, you put in your email address, and then you got taken to the page where you are now watching this free presentation. So that's exactly how all this works. And that's a secret right there that most gurus will charge you hundreds, if not thousands of dollars just to learn that. And now you know with complete clarity that that's how this works. Okay. So then what happens is those people, they become your warm traffic that you can now reach on demand. Okay, there's a saying that said in the digital marketing world, where the good marketers, at least, we all have a habit of saying this: you're going to email people till they either die, buy, or unsubscribe, right? You have the ability to contact them on demand. So now those people become not if they'll buy, but when they will. And if they unsubscribe, they weren't right for you anyway. So we don't even worry about those people. In fact, when people unsubscribe from my email list, I'm tempted to send them thank you messages because it means now I don't have to worry about sending emails to people who are not interested. Remember, they put their email in to get information from you. So now we can follow up with them. And again, here's the really cool part about this. Just like I explained ManyChat, you're not actually physically sending these emails to everybody and typing it out individually. We set up what's called an email sequence one time. So let's say 7 emails that follow up with people after they give you their email address. We're going to send them 7 emails in a sequential order that all go out 24 hours after each other. And they're personalized and they look like you're typing out that email individually, but you're really not. It's an automated system. So now every single person that gives you their email goes through that same automated follow up process without you having to type the email every time or use a copy and paste template. You build it one time. It doesn't matter if 10 people come through or a million, all 1 million people will go through that same sequence that follows up with people, encourages them to digest the information that you promised, and then ultimately goes into the sales process of getting them to buy your digital product. So it's not if they'll buy, but it's when they'll buy. And this is how this business model builds on itself over time and truly is so scalable. Look at it like this. Say in month 1, you get 100 email addresses. Okay, cool. Maybe like 4 people buy. Cool, you made 2 grand in month 1. What happens? There's still 96 people on that email list who hasn't bought, right? Now in month 2, you get another 100 people. Your email list is up to 200 people. This time you had a good month and 6 people bought. Okay, well, of the 96 people who subscribed to your list in month 1, because you've been following up with them and this compounds on itself over time, now you've got 5 more people who have bought from month 1, increasing your sales over time. And each month it stacks on itself. And the more people you get on your email list, the more it starts to snowball and the more people start to buy. That's the beautiful part about all of this. You can reach that traffic on demand. They're on your email list and they can buy at any moment in time. So, in this way, the more your email list grows, the more money you are going to make over time. And when you approach it this way from a long term, sustainable perspective, where we're strategically thinking like entrepreneurs and business owners who are going to be in this for the long term, we can truly just really build strategically in this way, and it will sustain itself. We're not thinking about get rich quick. That's just a dream that's sold out on social media. Reality is building a real business, building a sustainable business, an income stream needs to be able to compound over itself. And the longer you go in your journey, the more the results should compound on themselves. Now, diving into T. T stands for transaction. It's simple. All you need to do is act. We are now on to T, transaction. And this is the part, the fun part, where you are actually getting paid. And these companies make it really, really simple for their users to get paid, because the more simple it is for affiliates like us to promote these companies, the easier or the more sales that we will make in the more money we make these companies. So they use their magic, their ninja hacks, and they set it up with these special, unique affiliate tracking links so that when somebody comes into your collection system and you share your link with them, it is unique to you. It will go to that company's sales page, but they have the special tracking setup that attributes that sale directly to you so that you can get paid a commission. Now, most of these companies, again, their dashboards are very user friendly. It's really easy to find your affiliate links. You can see down here in the left, this is a software company that I have promoted in the past. And you can go to your dashboard and you simply just click the blue button and it pops up your affiliate link. Now, that is what you can share with people. Same thing with the other program that I've done $2 million in online sales with as an affiliate. They have your unique tracking link right here. You just hit the copy button. Now you have the ability to share that. And here's what it looks like for anybody who comes across it, right? They're going to go to that company's page where they can learn more and check out and buy the thing. And up here in the URL, you can see my unique tracking link. In this case, if you were to go through the process and promote that, it would be your affiliate link. When somebody buys, you get paid a commission. So that is with the affiliate business model. Now, if you want to get paid, there are also other ways to do this with what's called master resale rights, MRR, or PLR, which stands for private label rights. Now, very similar concept. You're still promoting products that somebody else created. You're just fulfilling on them and processing payments in a bit of a different way. So if we go back, this part right here, we're sending them directly to that company's sales page, and we've got a unique tracking link. If we come over here, there's not a unique tracking link. For example, this product over here on the left, this was a private label rights product back in early 2020 that a lot of online marketers promoted. This is a direct sales page that you actually host in your own software. Okay, so you host this page. There's no unique tracking links. The only thing you have to do now is connect a Stripe account. Stripe is a payment processor. So when somebody puts in their information, their credit card number, Stripe processes the payment, takes it from their account, puts it in your account. So that's the only thing you need to set up with PLR. Usually, again, somebody else's product or service, they're still going to fulfill on it. Okay, the product is already created. It's just a different way of you hosting the sales page yourself to collect the entire sale up front, okay, rather than an affiliate tracking link where you earn a percentage and they track it all and then pay you, okay? Then over here on the right, this is Stand Store. You may have even seen somebody, you click their link in their bio, you get taken to a Stand Store that looks similar to this. Stand Store is very user friendly and easy to set up. Very similar concept with master resale rights products. You see a lot of people doing master resale rights and PLR these days using Stand Stores because you can set one up simply and you can just link directly to that master resale rights product, host it all in Stan, and boom, they click, they check out, you collect the payment in your Stan account, and the process flows very smoothly. Okay. So that is the other option of promoting other people's products or services in earning an income online. Now, here is where this really starts to get good. And really quickly, before we dive too far into this next part, let's back up. And when you're deciding between MRR, PLR, or straight up affiliate, I've done seven figures now with both styles of business models. I've spent a significant amount of time doing each one. There's not a huge difference. Of course, there's pros and cons to each. So the best thing for you to understand is whichever route resonates with you the most, seems the easiest, seems the most efficient, I would pursue that route. Don't take too much time, deciding between both or trying to do both. Very similar concepts, okay? The thing you really need to understand and pay attention to here is that not all affiliate products are good. Not all MRR products are good. Not all PLR products are good. So take a recommendation from somebody who's been where you want to go and is experiencing success and has a product that people are already buying anyway. Now your only job becomes being that middleman who connects those people to the product or service that they were already going to buy anyway. Okay. So let's really dive into this because the opportunity is so much bigger than just one sale. You can make $500 to $1,000 per sale. Depending on the program, you can make more, but in today's world, $500 to $1,000 per sale is like the gold standard of affiliate in digital marketers. Okay. So let's dive in to this graphic and show you a bit more about how this opportunity really works. Because we're not just posting stuff out on social media and hoping to make some money. When you set things up and understand digital marketing and affiliate marketing this way, every click you get becomes an asset that can grow your business and that can make you more money and help you get to the life that you truly desire most. We are building a long-term asset here. So here's how it works, right? You're making videos out on social media and you're attracting people. They're starting to trust you. They're getting to know you a little bit. And now you offer them a piece of cheese, right? This is our lead magnet, our free thing that we're going to give them. Whether it's a PDF, whether it's a school group, whether it's a presentation like this, we're going to give them a piece of cheese. And now they are going to enter our container, or what we call in the marketing world a funnel. Now, I'm not going to dive too far into what a funnel is exactly because I don't want to overload you with technical information that you don't need right now. Okay. Just think of that funnel as our container and our email list. Somebody enters our email list, okay, and some of them are going to buy right away. Not many will buy immediately, but some will, okay? Then those clicks become an asset who is now in our email list, and we are automated following up with them. And the more time we spend in our business getting more people into our container, our collection system, and onto our email list over time, the more people buy. And then the more people buy. Okay. And this is how we start to build a real business and a real asset that we can sustain for the long term because it's an asset that grows exponentially over time. Your business is like a fine wine, right? It gets better with time. And this is what those digital marketers out on social media are saying when they are screaming passive income, passive income, passive income, right? Because what's happening is people come in from social media, they enter your container, some of them buy right away. Now, as you know, maybe they're going to wait till payday, right? And then they buy later because of one of your emails when they finally got paid, or maybe they need to go do a little more research. So they do some more research and then they're ready to buy, whether it's 3 days down the road, 3 weeks, or 3 months down the road. So now you're starting to create sales of people down the road, right? People enter your container system and they wait and they buy down the road. Some buy right away. And this is how a $500 day turns into a $1,500 day where you create a new buyer that day, but also somebody that you attracted because of your content who entered your container system 3 months ago who's ready to buy now. They also buy. Okay. This is super powerful stuff. And this is how we are building a real, legitimate business as a busy person, even though we are treating it as a side hustle. Now, watch this because this is the best part and where this starts to become even more powerful. These people are on your list. They are warm leads and you're starting to create buyers. What is the best type of customer, right? Somebody who buys from you not once, not twice, but multiple times. If somebody trusts you enough to buy from you once, now when you make more offers down the road because they're on your warm list and you can send them information about different products or services at any time, they're more likely to buy from you, right? Which is when digital marketers say they have 12 streams of income, they really mean they make money from 12 different offers. They have one core offer that they promote to get the initial sale. Then down the road, when different things come around, whether it's additional software or breakthrough tools or different courses that can help them with different aspects, right? We become affiliates for those, or we create them on our own, and then we sell them to the people who have already bought our core offer. So now we have multiple streams of income coming from different offers. And the best part is you can automate all of that into one sequence that you build one time. And now anybody who enters your container system will get that sequence and will get introduced to the multiple offers. Now, what makes this even more powerful is when you partner with the right companies, a lot of times they will have multiple offers built into their company. So you send traffic as an affiliate, you get tagged to that person, you get the initial commission. Now, when that company sells them more stuff down the road, you're going to continue to earn commissions. This is the most powerful part about affiliate marketing and doing it as a side hustle. You get the customer once, you're tagged to them for life, whether it's 4 days, 4 weeks, or 4 years down the road. Guys, I am still getting paid commissions from companies I don't even promote anymore on the original sale that I got 4 years ago. This is how powerful this business model is. I can't stress it enough that the longer you stick around, the more valuable content that you put out there, the more income you're going to make compounding over time from different income streams. So I've shown you my path to 30,000 a month, 40, 50, 60. I've even had a $72,000 month following the exact business outline that I've shared with you today. Now, I do want to use this time to give a disclaimer, okay? There are no guarantees in life, but in my almost 6 years now of being in the online world, for beginners with real responsibilities in limited time, this is easy as it gets, okay? And I want to share just one more thing with you here, real quick. This image is me speaking at an event on what I call the winning edge formula. And the way I see it, you have two choices: stay exactly where you are, stay comfortable, and make no progress, or follow my winning edge formula, get a little bit uncomfortable, step outside of your comfort zone for the sake of progress on your life, on your business, and go out there and do the things that it actually takes to get to the level you want to be at. Because that's my winning edge formula. It's small, uncomfortable actions repeated daily, given a long enough period of time, adds up to massive results. It's how I started my online journey in 8 months of consistent action, getting uncomfortable every single day to build my business and post on social media. In 8 months, I had generated my first $100,000. And I looked in the mirror after that 8 months and I was like, holy buckets. How did my life get here? Okay. So follow the winning edge formula, get a little bit uncomfortable. I've shown you the path to consistent $30,000 months, but you still got two missing pieces, right? You need an offer, something to sell, because at the end of the day, money comes from people. In order for you to make money, somebody else has to exchange that money for a product or service. Okay. So you need something to sell, and you need the tiny details that I didn't have time to share with you today. You need the technical setup, the step by step process of how to set everything up the right way from the start. Now, there's awesome, incredible resources out there where you can get this stuff done for you, 90% done for you, templates along with education. All the resources are out there and available to you because look, I've made the money, right? I've made the money. I've been there. I've done all of this. Okay. My job now is to help as many people as I possibly can gain access to the information and get clarity so that you can make an informed decision, right? And hopefully by this point of the presentation, you've got a heck of a lot more clarity than when you showed up for this presentation. Okay. There's going to be a button below this video that can give you both of those two missing pieces. And it comes recommended by the person who brought you here today. Okay. So you've already trusted them enough to come to this presentation. You've trusted me enough to watch all the way through to this point. Okay. The recommendation is going to come by the person that you trusted enough to get here today. And remember, I've got nothing to gain from this. I don't have anything to sell you. Today is the day where everything could change for you. I've already done it. I built the dream life. We're here living on our homestead. I make consistent $20,000, $30,000 months from home, working a handful of hours every single week. I've left my 9 to 5. I've retired my wife. I get to never miss out on a moment with my 3 baby girls. I've already had that day where everything changed for me. Today is the day that everything can change for you too. Okay. And all it takes is a quick scroll through social media, right? Go through TikTok and you'll see all the proof that you need. Go through Instagram. You'll see all the proof that you need. Just remember, okay, it's not a push button and make millions of dollars tonight solution, but it is real. And it's something you can build and grow exponentially over time. It will eventually allow you to leave the situation that you are currently in. Okay. And I'll leave you with this. This is not a 9 to 5. That might be what you're trying to escape and why you found your way here. This is not a safe 401k or any other traditional investment. It's not a saving account. It's not investing in crypto or any of these other things, although that might be what's failed you in the past. This isn't college. Okay. It's 10x less expensive with bigger potential upside. Okay. I went to college. I got a degree in journalism, communication and journalism. I don't think it really helps me in today's world. I'm not using it working for somebody else. And when I was hand cutting coffee paper filters, I sure as heck wasn't using it. Okay. Now here's the last thing. This screenshot right here is from Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules of Life. Whether you like the guy or you hate him, that's neither here nor there. Okay. But his second rule of life is to treat yourself like someone you are responsible for helping, because we always seem to help other people more than we like to help ourselves. And I'll take this even a step further. Rather than treating yourself like somebody you are responsible for helping, treat yourself like the pet that you are responsible for helping, right? And if you're an animal person, you're going to know this one and understand this one. Like my wife, just the other day, she came back. Our 2 girls went to riding lessons. They're learning how to ride horses. And the horse had a little bit of a limp because it's just been essentially a pasture puppy for the last 8 months of its life, eating hay, grazing, not doing anything. And now it's getting put to work. Well, what does she do? She comes in, oh, it needs red light therapy. It needs massage therapy. And I'm looking at my wife who has a headache. And I'm like, babe, you can't even sit in front of the red light that I've got in my office to manage your own crap. But yet you're going to treat the animal like that, right? We always want to help others. We want to make sure our pets are taken care of. So I would challenge you to start treating yourself like somebody or the pet that you are responsible for helping. This is your moment. Click that button below this video now and learn more about how you can take this 2 birds with 1 stone approach You can get the digital education that you need and also buy into the opportunity to promote that same digital education and help other people learn the skills that can transform their life while transforming your life along the way. I'm rooting for you. Thanks for watching. Click the button now. Don't wait till later. Don't wait for when it's convenient. Start taking that next uncomfortable step right now. Don't wait for life to get in the way. We know what happens if you leave this page. The next shiny object comes around, the next incredible thing comes around. Do yourself a favor, click the button now, and your future self will thank you. I hope to see you in the space.